Hello guys and welcome back to Satisfactory. In today's episode we'll be looking at smart splitters and how to make an automated storage. This is what this all is over here, just to explain and show how it works. So what is the difference between a normal splitter, conveyor splitter, and a smart splitter? Well, the name says it all. This one just splits. It's got an input and 3 outputs and it splits 3 ways. Simple as that. The smart splitter, you can configure on how it splits it. So as you see, if I hover over this one, it gives me a menu input. Now I've got my left, center and right. Now when we place it down, this is the input. So from the input, this is left, center, right. So when you build it, remember that it's going to be the left from the input. So that side is going to be left, center, and right. Okay. Now, let's go back to this menu item. We've got a few options when you select this. We've got any, which means it can do any output. It doesn't matter. None, which blocks it off, and nothing will go to that side. Any undefined, which means that if I've got anything defined on any of the other ones, it will then do that. Overflow is anything that the others can't handle, and then you get what it can actually do. So I can put on the left hand side goes this, on the right hand side goes the AI limiters, and then on the right hand side I can go none. Or I can just put it as overflow, or I can do whatever I want. That's what makes it smart. So what I've got here is a little demonstration. I've got this container which has got all these items in it, and then I've got this setup here. Now at the first splitter we've got concrete, and I've only got 2 outputs, one to go on to the next one and this one. So in this storage container should only be concrete. What I've got here is the exact same thing with barrel nuts. What I've got here is I've got this thing set up to go into, on the left, alaclad aluminium sheets, anything to the front, and pale berries to the right. What I've got here is a stacked setup where to the left is going to go copper sheets, to the right package fuel, and to the front is the overflow or anything else. So this storage container here is going to be our overflow. Now let's simulate this. I'm just going to place down a conveyor belt, and as I put this conveyor belt down, it is an MK3, so that everything is a bit slower. So we've got no rubber at all being filtered, so that goes to the overflow storage, but we do have aluminium clads, and that is going in there, as you can see. And as soon as this is done, let's see what our next item will be. See, okay, now we've got these crystals, the quartz, the raw quartz. Don't have that. That should go all the way to the overflow. Here comes our metal sheets. We've got that going up into the conveyor belt into our storage. Awesome. So this is working pretty nicely. Now this is very useful because we can take all our inputs or all our outputs from our factory into one central location and do an automated storage. So what I've done here is you can split it off in like this, or you can stack them on top of one another like so, and just have all this nice easy to reach space where you can just go, okay, cool, I need my fuel and here's my that, or I can just come into wherever I want to, and it will only be that thing in the storage. So you can stack these on top. I like this design of stacking them on top of one another and doing this. It makes it easy and nice, and you can actually make a very nice big centralized storage. Now as you can see, everything else has gone into this overflow. So we had the rubber and the raw quartz, and you can take that with the awesome sink over there, and you can put, if you've got everything sorted, just put it into the awesome sink. That is one way to beat this, or you can take it to an overflow storage and realize, oh, you know what, I still need to add the raw quartz or the rubber or whatever. So what I've got here is just to show another feature of the smart splitter. So what I've got it set up to is on the left, none. Nothing should ever go to my left hand storage. This storage container should be empty at all times. To the center output is concrete, and to the right hand side is just going to be the overflow of that concrete. So what I've done here is just broken this storage container element here. I'm going to take all of this. So this is simulating that this storage container is full by just breaking this conveyor belt is full. So let's go to the storage container, and there we go. Now I can add this. It's going to try to go there. It's going to go all the way there, and nothing's going to happen. So I'm just going to break the storage container, and it's going to back up. Remember, we set this one to none. It should never take anything else going into that one. So that is the way to use the none side if you don't want anything to go into there, if you want to use it at a later stage, or if you just want to make sure everything works perfectly. So that is smart splitters in a nutshell. It's a very, very useful tool. You can use it, like I said, this design over here. We've got them stacked on top of one another using a lift. And you can stack these pretty close to one another and have a nice little storage where you can just quickly run and get all the stuff you need directly out of that, and you can just keep on expanding this all the way straight or make a nice little turnaround. But yeah, that is how to use the smart splitter. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. If you want to see more of this, hit the subscribe. Until next time, this has been Zombie Vega. Bye.